fire. She said she loves me, but I know she's a liar. The sex is good, but God, she's got no desire. That's alright, she's taking me on tonight. She's kinda cool, but yeah, she's hot.
Welcome back. We're going to be in Game 3 in just a minute here at the GOM-TV Averatec-Intel Classic. Susie, are you as excited as I am?
I am. Okay, actually, the 3 minutes, I just wanted to let you guys know, it was a short break. Both coaches wanted to talk to their players.
Yeah.
Wanted to give them a little pep talk, so thus we took a little break. But we are back. We are on Medusa for Game 3. Did you know that Medusa, I'm actually on Team Liquid right now, looking up on a thread. Medusa's map balance actually is Protoss heavy. 11 games over 4.
It doesn't shock you too much. It is a pretty tricky map for Terran to play on. You can't build anything in the middle of the map, which makes certain types of containment pushes very difficult. You also don't have a ramp, so Protoss aggression is usually rewarded for the Protoss. Just a lot of stuff that can go wrong for the Terran. It doesn't mean it's impossible to win. A lot of times people see some of these maps having unfavored stats, and they think, well, it's impossible, for my race to win. It's not quite like that. Like, Warcraft 3 has a bit more of a problem with that than StarCraft. You can win. You just have to figure out the right way to play on the map. And very rarely do you end up with maps that are just impossible for one race to win on.
All right. So, I mean, we'll see. Apparently, then, obviously, Bogus has a little bit of a challenge, but he has been playing a little unconventionally, for him anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll see what, his coach had said to him during the break. Maybe just some sort of, huge, I don't know, pep talk.
Could
it's
be
okay,
anything,
son.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's good. It's good that they do that with these players. Bogus is so young, too. He's got to make sure that, his head's on straight when he goes into the match. So hopefully it worked out for him. I kind of want to see Bogus move on in the tournament, but I am a fan of Rock as well. Both these guys so good. Really, the Koreans are just so good at StarCraft, especially at this upper echelon of StarCraft players. So I always enjoy seeing how their games turn out. I also am curious to see how these two players will play on this map because it's such an interesting map.
It is. I share the same sentiment. I really want to see Bogus do well, but at the same time, I like Rock. He's a really cool guy.
He is
I would love to watch him, have his glory again and continue on. So this is it. This is make or break.
This is it, yeah.
I think we're going to
Looks
start.
like we're going to get it started. Both players have confirmed that they are ready. So whenever Korean commentators are ready, we'll get this going.
.com is now online.
Okay, here we go. We are on Game 3 in Medusa. We have Rock here in red at the 3 o'clock position, and we have Bogus in this minty green at the 7 o'clock position. What?
These are some great Christmas-themed colors here. I'm really getting in the mood, and we haven't even gotten past Thanksgiving just yet.
Thanksgiving? That's next weekend, isn't it?
I think so. I think it's coming up here.
Too bad.
I'm going to be here, though.
We're going to be here. We don't care about America here.
Apparently not. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to go back and see my family, which is too bad. But yeah, I'll be playing StarCraft, thinking about them.
We'll go eat some turkey somewhere.
Let's go get some turkey somewhere. All right. Well, Bogus knows that this map is going to be tough for Terran. I don't know if we're going to see standard play from him. It seemed that the last time when he played outside the box, it actually worked really well. It kind of threw Rock off. The Rock is actually formerly a member of the Null clan. I'm sure many of you are familiar with Null Ra.
We have another Null member here today, too. Null Kiki
Oh,
will
that's
be
right.
here.
That's true. I actually used to play with Kiki a lot back in the day. He is a lot better now, too, might add. Daniel Lee, I hope you're watching. You promised me you'd be watching. I am going to have a quiz for you tomorrow to make sure that you were watching.
Actually, a lot of people promised me they're going to be watching today, so if you know who you are, if you promise me, I'm going to quiz you too.
There will be a test after this. No bonus points either on the test. Yeah, it should be pretty good. Actually, when I was at WCG USA, not USA, the World Finals, I went grabbed a pack of cigarettes for Daniel Lee, and they almost didn't let me back in the building because I didn't have my ID badge. It was like Fallout. I had to like open up my dialogue options and use Charisma level 10 to get through there. It was pretty stressful. But yeah, I did have a lot of fun casting with that guy. In case you're wondering who he is, he's another StarCraft caster in Korea. He's great. TheROCK is actually going for Fast Nexus on this map. I really wasn't expecting that. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it's certainly not a bad build. But we haven't seen a ton of that. I haven't seen many players doing that on iCup either. But I think it could be good. The only problem is that there's not a lot of mineral patches at that expansion. And since there are not a lot of mineral patches, there's you're not as rewarded for making the Nexus there as he would be if he had made the Nexus, say, the other expansion outside of his base.
Hey, someone from the forums are asking, actually, no, they're just saying they had a lot of success with a 2-factory push on this map?
Yeah, actually, it's funny. Artosis was over at my apartment 2 days ago, and we were messing around on this map, trying to figure out how to play it. And I agree with him. I think this is absolutely a 2-factory map. I think anybody who's going to go for the 6 Marines, the tank, and the Vulture and expand hasn't played enough good people on this map, because I don't think it's the way the map ought to be played. 2-factory is really the way to go. There's a big entrance to your base, which is very friendly for Terran pushes. And, they have that tempo on the back, which means you can glitch Vultures up there, do all sorts of stuff back and forth like that. I think it is definitely the way to go. On this map. We'll see, though, if Bogus plays it out like that. A lot of people criticize some of the younger Korean players nowadays for just really doing the 1-factory builds a bit too much. 1-factory command set. Okay, and he's going to do... This actually could be pretty bad. But it looks like it's going to be... the Terran's response to seeing the vast command center is to macro himself. I don't know if it's actually a good idea or not. Because if the Protoss sees the Terran expanding like that, first of all, the Protoss can be aggressive. Second of all, the Protoss can just expand again to make up for it. If he gets Dragoon range as well, it could be very powerful. He's going to get the SCV. Oh, man, this is really bad for Bogus. What?
What?
The SCV survives. All right, well, the Vulture's now out. The SCV is playing Ring Around the Rosie here at the command center. Really nice micro here by Rock. Damn, look at that. All right, he's effectively taken out the Zealot. However, that's what the Protoss wanted to have happen. He wanted him to get a Vulture out here so the Dragoons would be a lot more powerful. The tank would come out a little bit later. All right, well, he's moving out here now. 2 Vultures, probably a big mistake there by Bogus. He should have gotten that tank out much quicker than that. He only needed 1 to take out... he only needed 1 to take out the Zealot. He is planting mines. He didn't get any of them. He could have at least gotten like 1 or 2. Well, if he makes a Zealot, though, he can run into the mines. And that would be bad. That would be very bad. All right. TheROCK may just... Oh, here he goes. Oh, man, that sucks. That's too bad. I don't think TheROCK knows how many mines are actually out there. He's going to go around now and actually try to go into the main. Now, TheROCK has to know this is coming. It doesn't look like he's too terribly prepared for it. There's the additional expansion. Oh, look at this go-to micro. Oh! If he can get in there. Oh, my God, I can't believe this is happening. That is so hard to do. He is really good at micro. TheROCK is. That is really hard. You have to move in there, move back, and hit hold position, I believe, or patrol. Okay, he's in the base now. He could really take out this tank, but these SCVs are getting in the way. He needs another tank. He needs siege mode, really, is what he needs, which is upgrading right now, as we can see. All right, he is taking out these SCVs.
Oh, this is really detrimental to Bogus.
This is bad for Bogus.
Oh.
He did lose that tank.
Siege mode is done, but he lost that tank.
The thing is that Bogus really isn't mining from that expansion. Meanwhile, Protoss is expanding again, getting the robotics facility. We may see Reaver harassment follow this up now. Really great play here by TheROCK. TheROCK is actually going to take out the barracks. That almost never happens. Now, this is even worse because Bogus can't actually produce factories as long as that's up. Or gone, I should say. And the tank is going to die. He's going to soften up this tank here. No, he's going to back up and then go in there again when he has more Dragoons. Bogus is just just drowning right now. He's just sinking as his economy can't really catch up to what is now Rock's really powerful economy. You can see, the SCV is really not doing their job. They might get fired. Fortunately for them, they're a part of the union. No, but seriously, it's just really bad right now for Bogus. His economy sucks. He has to rebuild that barracks, which means his other factories are going to come up later on.
He's at 41 food, 32 minerals. I mean,
okay, well, for the time being, we may see Rock expand again here. He does have a probe at the northern expansion, as you can see on the mini-map. And Reavers are going to be the way to go from here.
Hopefully his Reavers won't be as stupid as they were in that first game.
Yeah, in the first game, they were dumb. They were like special ed Reavers. All right, now you can really see the aftermath of Bogus's inability to hold off that harassment very effectively. And of course, we can see Rock just really powering up here. He has, I believe, 7 gateways now. To put that into perspective, Bogus has 1 factory and has not even started making his other factories just yet.
Oh, dear.
All right, this is going to be the moment where we're going to see, can Bogus turn this around and hold off the Reaver harassment? Very common trick by Terran players to hide one of the turrets underneath the engineering bay. So you can't see it. Here it comes now. He is going to take out this SCV. Look out! Look out, Reaver! Whew, that was close. Now, what Protoss wants to do is get as many SCVs as possible, maybe pick off a tank, but also just force the Terran to get a lot of turrets, and then he can just leave. There's another Reaver. That's the cowardly Reaver that didn't want to come with a drop.
He's just watching the home, that's all.
He's just staying at home. He's sick. He called in sick today, so he didn't have to come in with a drop. That's also a good solution here. Shuttle speed. TheROCK is pretty serious about this. He's not messing around. I think the Reaver and Shuttle actually may get boxed in here if TheROCK doesn't pay enough attention to it. A lot of Dragoons there. A lot of Dragoons.
It's at 17 of them.
17 Dragoons, that's right. See, Susie's screen has a unit counter station. My screen does not. I always forget that we have that thing. I gotta start using your screen more. He has 2 Forges, too.
Yes, he does.
How fascinating.
And 2 Goliaths, look at that.
2 Goliaths. The Forge and the Goliaths, they're matched right now.
That's my screen. Go look on your screen.
All right. Here we go. Expansion's now coming up here. Again, TheROCK is just in such good shape right now. I don't see Rock losing this unless he throws his units away. TheROCK is just in fantastic shape. Okay, now we're starting to see the additional factories come up here. I do agree with Bogus getting the armory because he couldn't make any factories for the time being while his barracks was gone. He just got an armory and started upgrading. That was probably the best possible decision he could have made. Yeah, this is the ideal position for a Protoss player to be in right now. He's basically taking every precaution necessary, getting a few cannons here and there so that he can't lose to any Vulture harassment. He's getting the Arbiters, and you can see only just now the Terran is starting to mass up the factories.
I'm just wondering, you think it's because of the map that Rock is playing so well?
No, I think it's actually just because... well, to be frank, Bogus is really messed up early on. He's just been so behind. I mean, the map, we might see the effects of the map play out a little bit more. Had Bogus played a little bit better, we could have seen Bogus maybe struggling to have an effective push in the middle. But Bogus, first of all, didn't 2-factory, which I think is the build that you have to do on this map. And secondly, the Bogus, his macro-oriented build really wasn't that effective at all. Oh, he's going here for the kill. 1 SCV. Not too cost-effective, but that shuttle was actually stuck inside the main.
I don't know if you saw it earlier. We're at 11 gateways versus his 6 factories.
That's a lot of gateways. He is going to get his science vessel out in time to match the Arbiters, but still, I don't even know if the Arbiters are going to be what's going to win the game here. I think the sheer number of Protoss units is what's going to pull through here. Storm dropping definitely a good idea. Definitely a good idea. He just wants to keep getting a little bit of harassment here and there. He can afford to lose shuttles and Templars if he's forcing his opponent to lose SCVs along the way. Another expansion. I expect to see a lot of gateways here in a little bit. Hopefully, Rock will spread his gateways out and put them in the other main. Sometimes, and it happens. I mean, you can end up with all your gateways in the main. You'll have something like 15 to 20 gateways in your main. But then if the Terran pushes and contains that location where the gateways are, so that none of your units can come out into the middle of the map, the Terran can then take out the other expansions. So the Rock has to be careful. But at this point in time, the Rock probably has some room to mess up.
We got an Arbiter out, and well, what do you think Bogus can do at this point? I mean, he is really behind. I know he knows he's behind.
Yeah, he knows he's behind. He's going to have to push really, really well. He's going to have to micro perfectly. He's going to have to get excellent EMPs up on the Arbiter. It's going to come down to his ability to micro, assuming that Bogus doesn't falter on his macro. Bogus really likes drop ships. Which is kind of unusual for younger Korean StarCraft players. They generally don't get that many dropships. But again, you can see that the Rock's already prepared for stuff like that. He has cannons everywhere. Well, this is a terrible life for a tank. Okay, here comes the push. Now, he has moved the Protoss' army to a location that's a little bit better. For the Terran. However, looks like Rock's going to get right back into position. And this is where we're going to see. He has 1-1 upgraded. Protoss has already matched that, though. Okay, here we go. It's now or never. This is do or die. I expect Rock is already maxed. And is probably just going to try to run this over. And he is doing just that. Mines have been set up here. Meanwhile, Protoss is re-macroing. He drops the Reaver off here. Nice storms there.
Nice storms.
2 nice storms. Actually, whoa. I think he's actually going to hold this off. The Rock needs to back up. What are you doing, Rock? Back up! That was surprising. He actually just did that. Okay. He's going to take out the barracks now. Now, the problem, though, for Bogus is that even though he actually won that battle, The Rock can literally re-macro up his entire army in seconds. As you can see here. He just has so many gateways. So many gateways. Now what Bogus' mission is to get this expansion over here at the middle left. He needs that expansion at the middle left. Badly. You can see the Rock is continuing to mass up gateways. Like a rock. I think
like a Chevrolet commercial.
Yeah, like a Chevrolet commercial. Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised we haven't seen a recall yet. Usually if you're this ahead, Terran players will just get recalled before stasis and recall during the first push. Usually even getting hallucinate so that you can get some fake arbiters in there to absorb the shots from the turrets. Okay, here we go again. This attack may very well be much more effective. Nice stasis there. That stasis is money. Whoa, whoa, I didn't see all those units down there. Okay, taking out a lot of... I can't believe Rock is not overrunning them right now. Look at how much of the map he has. What the hell? He's going to lose this Arbiter. Don't lose the Arbiter!
He lost
Arbiter's gone. They actually might lose two. You cannot afford to lose these Arbiters. Oh my god. What he needs to do is get over there to that expansion, take it out. I'll forgive you, Rock, if you can just take out that expansion. Well, those Arbiters, they're so precious. You can't afford to lose any of them early on. That's really what you're banking on to hold your opponent at bay because the Terran units are actually much stronger than the Protoss units in the late game when you're both maxed out. You need to stasis chunks of them or do counterattacks with recalls. Okay.
You know, considering how much of the map TheROCK has, I don't know. I feel like he should be just like overrunning the guy. But
yeah, that's what I was kind of explaining. I think he may have expanded a bit too much. But again, even though TheROCK is losing these battles, he's very, very comfortable. It's not like Bogus is pushing him.
No,
that may just be TheROCK's style, is just really overexpand when he gets ahead like that, and he's probably in a comfortable position for himself right now.
You think Bogus is in a position where he can come back?
Not yet. We're still waiting for that. But the thing about Bogus is he hasn't actually done anything yet other than hold off attacks. In order for Bogus to win, he has to have a very effective attack, or TheROCK has to do the worst attack in his life, which would allow Bogus to then go in there and kill him.
That attack before was pretty bad, though.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Well, as you can see, TheROCK's been maxed for a while now. This would be a great opportunity now to attack again. Bogus is very cautious right now. He's going to do a little bit of harassment here. It won't be too effective, unfortunately, for him. But yeah, all he has to do is drop in that tank. There it is. Oh, look at these probes are having a seizure. All right, they're out of it. The seizure's done. Okay, the Terran is moving out now. Now this is where the game's going to start getting pretty interesting. Now Bogus is deciding that he can attack. Now Rock, what are you doing? Rock's attacked him and so poor. This might be it though. This is the real moment of truth. EMP, 2 EMPs, but Stasis is a cluster of units. It looks like TheROCK has inflicted a heavy amount of damage, but he has to get all the way back there to those tanks over there. Nice storm. Goodbye, Observer. Friendly fire there. Really great storms here. Now all TheROCK has to do is re-macro again, and he should be able to hold this push up. Feel the fury of one Arbiter doing 5 damage. Seriously, I think an Arbiter actually does the same amount of damage as a probe. Did you know that?
Wow.
It attacks slower. I believe it's 5 damage, I think. And the probe is 5 damage. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive.
That's a lot of shiny blues.
It is.
They're pretty.
Okay. Terran is kind of stuck in the middle of the map right now, trying to get ready to put some reinforcements in there. He is prepared for a counterattack. Don't do it, Rock!
Oh,
Don't do it, Rock! No!
Oh.
Yeah, he's not going to go in there any further. TheROCK is having trouble with his units. These are like not the smartest Protoss units I've ever seen. He's they're matched, well, almost matched as far as upgrades go, but I can actually see TheROCK losing this in what would be like one of the saddest moments in Protoss history. Seriously, they would be like prescribing Prozac on IR if TheROCK actually loses this game.
I
can't believe. Okay,
12,
he's going to counterattack. Oh my God, that was a really good EMP, and that was a really terrible storm. He's going to counterattack here. However, if Bogus takes out these expansions over here at the top left, these 2 expansions, and then moves back and secures his expansion that he just had to give up momentarily.
Oh, another minefield.
Oh God, get some observers, man. Oh my God. Oh Lordy. What in IR's name is he doing? Okay, now he will clean this up, but just barely. He'll at least get the tanks, actually. He won't clean it up. All right, he barely holds off the push. So now it does. I think it's safe for me to say that even though TheROCK is doing that stuff, losing his units to mines, he is definitely way, way, way in the lead, and now Bogus, I don't believe, can win. Bogus did not effectively destroy the expansions and the probes in the top left, which means that he lost his expansion over here, where that observer was, and he can't reproduce his army, basically. And you can see TheROCK has pretty much mined out his expansions on the right, but at the top left, that's where the Terran wants to be. TheROCK needs to start recalling them. So I'm so shocked we haven't seen any recalls. And I think it's partially because he's losing so many Arbiters and getting EMP'd so much, they're never having enough energy to actually do the recall.
According to the forums, Arbiters do 10 damage.
They do 10 damage?
Yeah.
They still suck as far as attacking. They do 10 damage, really. I wonder how fast they attack. Maybe the cooldown rate is even with the probe. Or not even, like half. Arbiters do 10 damage. I can't believe this. I've just been one-upped by somebody on the forums. All right. Here comes a Storm Drop. Or, okay, maybe just wanted to get rid of those Zealots. All right. Again, all Rock has to do is figure out the right way to take out this expansion over here at the middle left.
Without losing so many units.
He's losing way too many units, but again, he can really afford to lose those units.
Still doesn't give him any, liberty to be so careless with his guys.
No, I agree completely. He really should be more on the ball about that. Here comes a little bit of harassment here. Here comes that all-in attack I was talking about. EMP. I don't know if he got the science vessel or not. That should be it. Oh my God.
My God.
Overkill. Just a little overkill. Stasis and Side Storm. He's just throwing everything at him. Okay, that's it. Now he can get to the expansion. That is huge.
That was a great stasis,
That was a really good stasis. Oh, my God.
All his vessels are frozen. All right,
they are frozen. And now he just goes in there and wipes out this expansion. Bogus has no money. Bogus is broke. And, that's it. Expect GG. TheROCK did it. He was a little bit of a bumpy ride along the way, but he definitely did it. I think the Bogus is just kind of accepting this loss, and then he's going to type in GG and leave, as TheROCK pretty much has every expansion on the map.
It was a good run for him. It was good, but...
Yeah. Well, he did well, and I look forward to casting his games again next season. He's definitely a good player. This is the guy that eliminated Firebat Hero.
Yeah, he did.
And had the highest win streak in the tournament for the time being.
All right, well, as of right now, if what's his name? Now Kiki, if he loses today, then they're both tied for the win streak.
Yeah.
I wonder if they just get, split the money then, or play each other for it? Or?
I don't know. I don't know what they do about that. Okay, nice Side Storm there. Really nice Side Storm. That's it. Bogus is done. He is finished. GG. Well played. Man, this was just such an exciting series that we saw here.
Longer than we are used to here at the Golden TV Classic.
Pretty long games, but that's okay. I did enjoy casting them quite a bit.
But a valiant effort made by Bogus.
Bogus played very, very well.
And, he's new to the career. He's got many more games ahead of him. Did very well. I commend him. I commend him on a job.
I commend him.
Yes, I do.
I salute you, Bogus. I think TheROCK, though, is going to be pretty happy that he's moving on now to the final 32, correct?
No, final
16. Yeah, sorry. Final 16. TheROCK moves on.
All right.
That's quite a feat.
It is. I wonder... Wait, I don't even have the list. I don't know who he's playing against. Who will he face in the round of 16? I'm not sure just yet. But
he really showed us some great games, though, especially in that first game, really making the right decisions there, not a single error, really, on Rock's part. And even though his attacks were a bit sloppy in game number 3? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was okay because he really played it out so well early on. He had so many expansions that he could afford to make those mistakes.
Luckily that he was so ahead that he could make those mistakes.
Yeah.
Had Bogus been a little closer in economy or just in the gameplay altogether, I don't think. I'm getting the names all mixed up. I don't think Rock would have been able to pull that off.
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't. And so, I mean, for next
yeah.
week, he's going to have to really sharpen
buckle
up.
down, yeah.
Absolutely.
But again, congratulations to him. Our next match is going to be Frosian versus Pepe. Pepe. However you want to say it. Pepe. And it's going to be a Terran versus Terran. First map on Destination again. Don't go anywhere. We got more games coming up here in a little bit.
I wasn't getting quite bored yet. Your consistent nagging, constant panic is unnecessary. Stress for me.